Hey guys, today I'm getting this fan off. My buddy Sean showed me a new trick. You don't even have to friggin' disconnect that guy, because apparently this is an expensive part. And I want to get the injector pump off, and I want to expose the gear cover. So that's what's on the agenda today, and I might even have time to do the starter. So welcome to today's episode. Well, let's start with the fan. I noticed editing yesterday's video that you guys could barely hear me, so I'm going to try to speak up. This fan has got a mount, I don't forget what it's called, a hub or a spindle or something, that is this piece here. There's 4 bolts that hold it on. So we'll use this guy on the exposed ones, and we'll use a wrench for the one that's behind the pulley. And then that should pop off. And I don't remember if I just said that they're 10 mil or not, but they're 10 mil. Yeah. I'm pulling the extension off of that. If I can. I think the 10 mil was the one that was sticky. Quite. Sometimes it looks like a wrench. So we'll get this guy peeled off, and then we'll work on the injector pump. Oh, and I gotta get the crank, the harmonic balancer off as well to get that gear cover off. And I brought Ziploc bags so I can put all these nuts and stuff in bags so I don't lose them. And I'm wearing my gloves again, first thing, so that's good. You guys can hang out there for now. Okay, this might be a little fun. Please don't strip. Oop, no, it feels like I'm breaking my wrench. Yeah, frig. Oh, pocket vibrating. Okay, interruption's hopefully over. I'm going to pull this friggin' pulley off a little bit, so I'm going to get this guy onto here so I can just undo the 6 bolts around the pulley. And then hopefully it'll slide forward enough for me to get to that nut, or the bolt, because I don't want to strip out the thing or wreck my wrench or nothing, so no casualties would be preferred. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I keep putting it on the wrong way. There, that's got her. Somehow I flipped the wrench around. That should be all of them. Except for maybe that one. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. I've not done this before. But I'm learning as I go, and hopefully you guys are learning too, so learn. Oh, frig. Learn from my mistakes. Not going to get that up there. Actually, no, they're only mistakes if you don't learn from them. So there you go, some life advice. Brought to you by Analog 56X. Holy. Oh my goodness. There we go. There, that should be all 6 of them. And it looks like that pulley is going to slide forward now. Success! So now I get my box end onto it. And, oh, it's actually going the right way this time. Ah, there we go. And the spindle's coming off. Okay, there she goes. That's not very light. So that's what that looks like. You got your spindle assembly and the pulley with the fan on the end of it. So, yeah. Set this in our parts pile. Put those parts in a bag. Bolts in a bag. Easy. Ziploc bag. The only downside to doing this is if you lose the bag, you're totally screwed. This is Rad Fan. Can go over with the oil cooler bolts. Okay, now let's get this friggin' harmonic balancer off. Probably gonna need a bigger friggin' breaker bar, so these look like 15s. They are indeed 15s, so I'll get my 1/2 inch drive 15 mil. Hopefully it's somewhere accessible. Oh, I found the 16. That's an 11, that ain't gonna work. Really should have organized my bench before. Oh. Ah, 9/16. Oh. Well, I found my bigger breaker bar. Okay, it's got another friggin' 4 or 5 inches onto it. $14. It's on the bench. I'm gonna have to find it, so I'll pause you guys, find it, and then resume. Okay, it was underneath the bench. It rolled off. So get that guy stabbed onto there, grab a bigger breaker bar, and hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be freaking running. So, or not running, but the pistons are gonna be moving. So I'm gonna try to snap them. Or shock them loose. Might have hurt. Or maybe not. Thinking. Yeah, that should wind her out, so. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm turning it up and then firing it down to use its own weight against itself. Might not be the best idea, but it's all I got. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to get a puller to get this off or not. Hopefully not. But I guess we'll see. It's going to be fun trying to torque this. Holy, I'm going to have to figure something out. But yeah, that's not for a little while. Still got to get this all machined and cleaned and all that good stuff. I guess since I'm taking the crank and everything out too, I'll just leave these in the crank. So. Now let's see if this comes off without too much incident. Oh, for frig's sakes! Definitely wasn't expecting it to be that easy, so. Yeah, this is just saturated. Check that out. It's all just freaking saturated in oil. Now would be a good time to do a friggin' front main seal. I've already done the rear main seal. So now the gear cover is ready to come off. Well, it's exposed anyways. So that's just a 10 mil. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting it to come off that easy. And now I'm going to need my extension again. It doesn't even go on good. There's got to be something up with the 10 mil. Maybe it's got a dented little ridge or something onto it. These will be going in their own little baggie. Just gotta remember where the studded ones are. Typically, if your Killer Dowel Pin falls out, it'll either bust through somewhere in here, or it'll drop down to the bottom and float in the oil, or it will get jammed in between your gears, shear your cam gear off, wreck everything. And if that happens, then your pistons or your valves stop moving, but your pistons don't. So if that last thing happens, you pretty much got a pile of scrap metal under your hood. So I'm definitely curious to see, because I think up until 02 they were susceptible to the Killer Dowel Pin. That's where a wire harness goes. Is that a ground? That was a ground. Freaking broke off. Shorter than I was expecting. Thread that guy back onto there. Now I think I'll swap to the other side. You guys can hang up there. Looks like there's a little bit of corrosion in here. Oh no, that's JB Weld? Are you freaking serious? This looks like JB Weld. Freak sakes. Because it's freaking hard. Oh, no. No, that's silicone. I apologize. Silicone. Sure looked like JB Weld. Wonder if that is a ground. Yeah, it definitely was. Or piece of plastic. There's a broken piece of plastic. I wonder what that's off of. To the garbage with you. I guess they siliconed it on. I wonder if they did the Killer Dowel Pin mod already. Because not supposed to use silicone on this. Looks like the front seal's been weeping a bit, so definitely gonna have to order up a bunch of freaking seals and whatnot for this. I've got something in my eye and it's itchier as frig. Ah. Ah, this is driving me nuts. Ah, sweet relief. Now I'm trying to get the glove back on. Yeah, no, that's not happening. New one. I like the ones with the talc in them. That way, if you got slightly sweaty hands or damp hands, they don't stick and everything. It's a little bit irritating putting gloves on when your hands are damp. There's still oil in there. I'm going to clean everything really good. Rah. Really hope I pressed record. Yeah, we're good. Just thought of that. That would suck. Can't believe I thought that was JB Weld. It's the same color as JB Weld. Definitely not supposed to put silicone on here. Well, so says my other diesel guy, Michael Nelson. He's got a YouTube channel, what is it? Mopar, I can't remember right now. I'll post a link to his channel in the description. But yeah, because they use silicone on that, I'm probably going to have to get a chisel and a hammer behind it, which is always kind of scary because you could friggin' warp it, especially with the size of hammers that I have. Go big or go home. Yeah, this is all freaking aluminum, so just gotta be careful. like doing this. Oh. There we go. Cool. So I'll set that off to the side. And let's see if the Killer Dowel Pin's been addressed. Looks like it has, or maybe it's been taken out, or... Huh. I'll show you guys a close-up of it. Okay, so this guy right here is your Killer Dowel Pin. And mine is quite recessed in there, but I think I'm still going to build a tab to cover it. What you do is you undo this bolt, and I think you can put a washer behind it. You got to get it level with this, and you build a plate that basically, or a tab that goes over that and covers this hole so that it can't wiggle out and then fall down in here, because if it gets jammed into there, then this breaks off and that could break off and it just wrecks everything. Best scenario is it just falls down in behind and ends up in your oil pan, but it also could freaking fire out and break through there, so I don't want any of that stuff happening. So yeah, I think this is your oil pump. So yeah, and that would be your power steering and vacuum pump. This is, of course, the injector pump. So yeah, that's what all that stuff looks like. What are these little freaking screws onto there? That's weird. I don't know what those are for. Can't feel. Oh, looks. What the crap? I don't know. Looks like there's something bolted to the back of that pulley. How the heck does that come off? I don't know. Huh. I don't know, but I'm here to learn, and hopefully you guys learn too. That is freaking grooved. My frig. Try to clean that off better so you guys can get a good look at it. Ah, just keep making it worse. Not greasy. Like, look at the freaking grooves on that. Frick. No wonder it's leaking. So yeah, I'll start taking all this stuff off. Well, I gotta get the injector pump off, so I'll try to hammer that guy off. And yeah, usually what you try to do is line it up top dead center, which is this mark here, aiming up. And I do that, and then I pull the injector pump off, and then I just make sure that both of the pins, because there's a little notch in there, make sure that both of the notches are lined up the same, and I'll put the new one in, and friggin' should be good to go. So yeah, but I did a video on how to change out your injector pump already, so. But yeah, so I'll get the water pump off, and then injector pump, and then that will probably be it for tonight. Okay, the injector pump bolt is is a 27 mil. So let's see if we can. Yeah, frig. Don't exactly want to shock it, but I might not have a choice. Oh, there we go. That was freaking easier than I thought. 27 mil will take this guy off. And then we've got a couple of 15s, 4 15s at the back. So I'm going to put those in a bag before I kick them. Those are crank. These are gear cover. Gear cover. Okay, so let's get the injector pump off. It's a lot easier when it's exposed. So 15 mil and oh great, 10 mils in there. Definitely gotta fix that. I'm going to need the wrench for that one. And this head is getting in my way now. So there's 4 15 mil bolts on the back of the injector pump. Not all are easy to get to, but they're definitely easier when they're exposed, like this. But if you're changing out your injector pump, hopefully you don't have to pull the rest of it apart. So I'm wondering if I should make a note of where everything is, or maybe I'll just have to top dead center it, because everything is timed. So that's tightening. One thing I don't like about my ratchet wrenches is it's so easy to get the direction confused, and you can't reverse it or nothing. So there's 2, and 3. Oh, I suppose I should take this off the return line. I think it is a 19, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is a 19. Oh, frig me. Okay, maybe I can just hang out over there for a minute. One more, and this guy should just fall out. This one is by far the most difficult to get to. Wondering if I should actually have this at top dead center before I pull it apart. But well, I don't think it really matters. We'll find out. We'll find out. If I screwed up, then you guys will learn with me. Just wind that back onto there a little bit. Give her an old love tap. I don't remember the love tap being that aggressive. Yeah, I really don't remember it being that aggressive. Maybe because I used a chisel to pry it off the back. I can't remember what the frig I did. There we go. No love taps. Use a chisel in behind to separate it. And then, I think I can frig off for a minute. Ye old injector pump. There we go. Yeah, so all I did was I stuck the chisel up near this ear and hammered it down. Try to not put it there like I did at first, so you don't want to wreck that seal. But yeah, so here's our injector pump. Put this guy somewhere safe where it hopefully won't get dirty. Or knocked over. That should be okay there. Now we'll take our injector pump gear off and set it to the side. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Really need a better pile for the parts. So I'll get the water pump off, which is just two 10mm bolts. And that will be it for the night. One of these nights I'll get the starter off. Go. This guy's just got a rubber ring around it, same as this guy. So. Don't know if that's normal or not. Hopefully that's not from the pepper being in there. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not putting freaking pepper in here anymore. Should have just replaced the rad instead of trying to dick around and fix it. But I did need to buy myself a couple days, so. But yeah, so we got our list done for tonight, so that'll do it. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing these full-length videos because I enjoy showing everything I do, and apparently you guys enjoy it too. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.